Oh gosh. This is such a like no makeup, hair dried funny kind of day. And we're in lockdown, I can't be bothered to do anything about it. I was waiting for some daylight, but you know, it's misty outside. Today is the 27th of December and in 3 days time I'm going to start a project which I'm calling the Advent Jumper. Now, for the first time in a while, I'm not buying myself or being bought that I'm aware of a chocolate advent calendar, mainly just because I'm trying to reduce my use of plastic, and it's like it's just more pointless plastic, to be honest, inside them. And if I get bought one, I will enjoy it, but I'm not personally going out to make that purchase. So what I'm doing instead is I'm going to use plastic that I've already bought in the form of yarn. Got this little ball here. I'm going to set myself the challenge to see whether it's possible to knit a jumper in 24 days. I've already rolled my first ball, so when I knit I like to roll balls beforehand. This is like a 300 gram ball of wool, and I've also just checked my gauge, but I'm not starting the actual knit of the jumper until the 1st of December. I'm going to put up a little picture of what it's supposed to look like. And I recently knitted a jumper and it took me about 5.5 weeks. And there was a week where I was away for some of that, and I know there was days where I wasn't paying much attention to it. And I've worked out that in theory I've got 6 days for the back, 6 days for the front, 5 days for each arm, 2 days to sew it together. And that's like my rough plan in the head, and that seems to make sense. I'm using acrylic wool, which I probably bought about 5+ years ago from Aldi for like £4 a ball. It's super cheap stuff, but it knits well, and I'm trying to avoid in future buying stuff which is heavily acrylic or acrylic at all, because actually the way they make acrylic yarn isn't the best, which I've discovered later on in life. But while I've got it, I'm going to use it up. And I am setting myself some rules. So I am working part-time at the moment. That may change over the next 24 days, no one really knows. But so my plans are that if it's a weekday and I'm not at work, I'm not allowed to knit between the time of 9 AM and 3 PM, so school hours. I want to reserve it for something I do in the evenings, and not something that I just kind of do all in one day. I want it to be something that I take time to do a little bit of on each day. It's not allowed to disrupt my sleep patterns, so no knitting until 4 AM and then sleeping until 12. No, that's not going to happen, because actually I need to have a good sleep routine even if I'm not going to work the next day. If it's a weekend, you can get away with a little bit more, but nothing drastic, and just really having some fun. And if it's getting to a point where it's overwhelming me, don't do it by Christmas Eve. Absolutely fine. It's not exactly Christmassy colours, but that's my plan. I'm gonna film some clips along the way, and then hopefully at some point after Christmas give you an update of how it went. But that's my little Advent project. So instead of having an Advent calendar this year, Advent project. See if I can get a little bit done each day, and then on the 24th of December have a jumper that I've made. We have an advent calendar in my house which we've had for years, or my parents' house, which is felt nativity scenes with animals and stuff that you stick on, and that my mum made. I actually have a wooden advent calendar that I can fill myself if I really wanted to, but I don't particularly want to go shopping to buy stuff to put into it. I've been knitting loads since sort of September time. So jumpers, a pair of slippers, I've done mittens and a hat, I did a sheep. So this is really just a kind of testing my ability kind of project. I would love to know if you're doing something different for Advent this year, or if you're doing the same as normal. And I will probably be doing other smaller knitting projects alongside it. So for example, I'm starting a pair of socks today. Hobbycraft was still doing click and collect, so you know. I decided to order some wool. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. I hope that at some point, maybe probably early 2021, I might have something to show you that I finished before Christmas, but we'll see how it goes. I just don't want this to consume my life. It's just a fun little project with a time scale. 24 days though is the tight one. I know it's possible, but I just want to but I don't want it to be possible because I'm giving up everything else. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye.